right, y'all, day 56. So this is officially the 8-week mark. And honestly, if I had stayed consistent with the diet, because this is cut day 56. If I had stayed consistent with the diet, I think I would be pretty much where I want to be right now. But I did fall off since about Thanksgiving. So we're going on like over 2 weeks now. But I think had I really stuck true to it, we'd probably be about 4 weeks out to from where I want to be. But now I'd say I'm another 8 weeks out, which is fine, you know. We're still further along than when we started the journey, much further along. So we're kind of figuring this out one day at a time. But before we talk about the workout, I want to talk about something else. Something that's beautiful, okay? And it's about the content creation, the videos that I'm making here. I realized the other day, so to start this off, YouTube, I'm new to posting to YouTube consistently. I mean, now we've been doing it for, I guess, 8 weeks. If we're on day 56, we've been doing it for 2 months consistently. But every day on YouTube, I get more subscribers. So I'm in a growth phase on YouTube. Even though it's slow, I'm still gaining and gaining and gaining. But TikTok and Instagram, I built those audiences on a specific kind of content that I stopped making. So as I make this new content, I think I'm losing a lot of the original followers, right? So every day I post, you know, even if I post consistently on TikTok or Instagram, every day I lose followers. It's not, you know, an upward trend like YouTube is, because I'm losing a lot of people that fucked with the old content. But I realized, so then also coupled with that, I did have a day on YouTube where I didn't gain a single subscriber. And that was the first time since I started that I wasn't getting, like, on average about 10 subscribers a day. So in that day where I experienced like a loss, a few followers drop off from IG, a few followers drop off from TikTok, and no growth on YouTube, like literally a net negative. I realized that nothing can stop me from making this content because I've completely detached myself from, needing to get like likes, followers, the superficial stuff, I guess. I love the comments. I love when people comment. I love doing the question of the day on my full day of eatings and people give me their feedback. I love interacting with people, like real interactions. But the likes, you don't know who's liking the video. That's just like a dopamine hit. And the followers as well. Sometimes, I see people with like 60K followers on IG and they get as many likes on their photos as I do. And I have like 4,000. So you can have a bunch of followers that don't actually fuck with you. So likes and followers are all superficial. And when I was popping off on TikTok, there was a time I was getting like 5,000 followers like every week. My brain became very tied to that, And like I'd post videos that get 100,000 views, and then I'd post a video that would get like 2,000 views. And it would be really discouraging for me. Like I would be like, man, why am I even doing this? Am I wasting my time? But it's because I had my priorities wrong. So I realize now that I'm making this content, not only these videos, but the full day of eating videos and food reviews and all the other content I make. I realized that I just like to make this content. I like using the camera. I like switching the lenses. I like thinking about the shot. I like, on the full day of eatings, I like saying, okay, we're going here. What's my transition scene going to be getting from point A to point B? I like that shit. Like, I just like the process of doing it. And I really am doing it. I mean, I hope to inspire some people to, get their shit together, train, diet, I talk about addiction. I talk about suicide, suicidal thoughts, at least. I hope to, help some people, That's one of the goals. I hope to connect with people. But ultimately, I really just like the process of making the videos. So I guess I just realized that nothing can stop me. Like, it wouldn't matter if I just continuously lose followers every day. It wouldn't matter if I never gain a single follower. I'm going to keep making these videos because I'm loving this. The only thing I'm not loving is that my girlfriend, she's a little self-conscious. She doesn't want to be in any of the videos. So I was talking to her about that today, and I was like, this is a journal of my life, and you're like a huge part of my life. And I was like, when I look back on these videos, I'm going to see the dogs. I'm going to see the house. I'm going to see the workouts and the grocery store. And, if we get any more dogs, or if we, I got a quote to cut some trees down, like all the things, all the processes in life I'm going to see on these videos. But I was like, I'm not going to see you. And that sucks. And she was like, well, I know I'm here, it's fine. I'll remember being there. And I'm like, yeah, but I really wish she was part of the videos, because she's hilarious. If she could open up, it would be awesome. It'd be a great addition to this. Even Yannick's in one of the videos. So like I see, like I have a friend in a video, but it's like she just doesn't want to be part of it, which is cool. That's the only thing I don't like about making these videos, is I wish that she was a part of it, because she's a huge part of my life. Anyway, let's talk about the workout. I just wanted to share that with y'all, because it's really exciting not being tied to like likes and follows and just making this content. Like, I feel free. I feel free making this content. It's a beautiful thing. The workout. So I had changed my split. I had changed it to a 5-day split. In that process, hitting legs. Is it 5 days? No, it's 6 days. A 6-day split. In that process, hitting legs twice. So legs, chest, back, legs, arms, shoulders, repeat. Legs, chest, back, etc. But, so today should be a leg day, because I did shoulders and I did arms. But I don't feel like training legs today. I don't feel like training legs. So what I've done is, the furthest thing away from today, other than legs, is chest. So I'm adding in another chest day. So we're going back to a 7-day split. In that 7-day split, legs will be hit twice. Chest will be hit twice, and everything else will be hit once. So the way I see it is, the extra chest day I see as an auxiliary day. So it just depends on how I structure the plan. But right now it's chest, because that's just the way the workout was laid out. Like that's the most recovered thing on my body right now is chest, other than legs. And I do want to get my bench. I want to keep my bench press high, because bench press is literally my singular favorite lift. I love to bench press. So I'm going to bench press today. I'm going to start every chest day with a bench press. But it just as easily could be any other day. So like, let's say I do chest, I'm hitting chest twice a week right now with how I have it structured. Let's say I do this for 4 weeks and I say, my chest is pretty developed. I need to work on arms. Well, then I can hit chest once a week and swap that chest day out for an arm day. Just structure it a little differently. But regardless, I'll always be hitting legs twice a week, because my legs are making such tremendous progress that I'm loving what I'm seeing. So I'm not going to stop hitting legs twice a week. But I can change the upper body. I'm basically going to focus on one part of my upper body to hit twice a week as well. So right now it's chest. Might do that for 4 weeks and then say, hey, my back needs work, and do back twice a week instead of chest. And then, maybe do that for 4 weeks and say, hey, my shoulders really need a lot of work. My shoulders do need work, and hit shoulders twice a week. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing chest instead of legs, and I can't be happier about it. Okay. I'm super happy about it. Man, it's starting to freaking rain. If I'd left the house 5 minutes earlier, I think it's supposed to really, really pour as well. So Dimitri McKenzie. If you don't follow him, go give him a follow. Mitri Fit. He just competed today. He didn't do as well as he wanted to, but he looked incredible. Just a fucking stand-up guy. Like, there's a lot of influencers that are shit people, that are fake as fuck. But Mitri is just like a genuine ass dude. He and I started following him when he had like under 10,000 followers. Now I think he has like 200,000 plus, like almost 300,000. And I told him from the jump, I was like, dude, you're gonna make it, because he's just a cool motherfucker. And he bench pressed 500 pounds. He's strong as an ox. He's huge. He got absolutely peeled for his competition. And I told him, I was proud of him, and he has a W mindset, because he didn't get the placing he wanted, but he's still moving forward. Last time he got a little depressed when he didn't do as well as he wanted to. And he just said, appreciate you, bro, for real, means the world. So he and I have kind of always been like loosely communicating, and he's a good ass dude. I hope I have an umbrella in here. Wait a second. No, I don't. Motherfucker, y'all, it's pouring down raining. Oh, God. I'll use this opportunity to charge my phone. So I won't keep y'all because I don't know how long I'll be sitting in here. Let me see what the weather looks like. %55 chance for the rest of the night. Man, it's really coming down, y'all. If I got here like 5 minutes earlier, I'd be fine. But yeah, I was charging my headphones. So I'm gonna use this time to charge my phone because my phone only has 10%. And hopefully this rain slacks off, we can make a break for it. But we're gonna be hitting chest. I probably won't do the little vlog walking to the gym because I don't wanna have my camera out in the rain. So when I see y'all next, we'll be at the bench press. All right, y'all, so I noticed something was a little different about the gym today. Couldn't quite pinpoint it. They don't have music on. So beautiful, beautiful thing for them to not play the music tonight because it's shitty music. No one wants to hear it. We all bring our headphones, we listen to our own shit. So I'm feeling strong tonight. The problem is I forgot my freaking chalk and my hands are slippery, man. So I'm gonna see what I can do with 315. That's typically what I do on bench. I work up to 315, try to rep it as many times as I can. Last time I got 8. I don't think I'll get more than that, but I'm shooting for like 8 reps right here. So we're just gonna get into it. Got King Von on the headphones. I paused them for a second to chat with y'all, but that's what's gonna drive this set. And I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. I watched a video from Joe Stanek. So typically I like the bar to be as high, like as far away from me as possible. So when I unrack it, I'm not using any of my pushing to unrack it because I feel like that makes me lose a rep. But he was saying that actually is worse because you can't keep your back tight. So he was saying your bar should actually be lower so you could keep your back tight. So I'm experimenting with that tonight to see if it helps me in any way, okay? So I do have it on the highest setting, but if this was adjustable, I'd have it even higher. So this is lower than I'd typically do. I'm gonna focus on keeping the back tight, shoulder blades retracted, and just having better form. So let's get into it. That's not bad. 9.5, so that actually did help. So thank you, Joe. All right, so we're doing 315 again. I got 9.5 last time. I did notice one of the benefits of videoing is I did take a little bit wider grip. Normally I put my ring finger on the smooth part, the first smooth part of the knurling. And this time I did my middle. So it was like a little bit wider. And I noticed that my joints weren't stacked. And one of the things you want when you're bench pressing is to have your joints stacked. So I think this time I'm gonna try pinky on the smooth part, which is closer than I would normally grip. And we'll see how it goes. I got 9.5 last time, it was pretty taxing. If I could get 8, that would be freaking awesome. But I think that's kind of high hopes. Damn. I knew 8 was high hopes, but 7's not bad. All right, y'all. So typically I'd only do 2 sets. I'm gonna do 3 today. And this last set, it's not about repetitions, it's about form. And I'm gonna pause. So I might only get like 4 reps, but I just wanna make sure I'm like doing the leg drive, keeping, my upper back into the bench, having a little bit of an arch, keeping my back tight. There's everything with the form. Okay, I went pinkies. So I typically do ring finger. I went middle finger, which was wider. It was too wide. I went pinkies, it felt too narrow. So I guess I do ring finger because that's when my joints are stacked. That's like the best spot for me. So we're gonna go ring finger. We're gonna go controlled, pause, and focus on form here. We gave it our all. Not bad, not bad. All right, so we did our strength movement. Now, this is what I would call the aesthetic movement, right? The upper chest. No stabilization required on this machine, so it's more geared towards hypertrophy. And typically I do 2 plates on here. I'm feeling strong today, so I'm gonna do 2 plates and a 10. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably only gonna do 2 working sets, no warm-ups. We warmed up on bench press. We don't need to warm up anymore and waste time with that. We're gonna do 2 sets here and 2 sets of flies, and then we're gonna call it. That's gonna be 7 total sets of chest. Remember, I'm hitting chest twice a week. So we did 8 sets last time, doing 7 sets this time. It's plenty of volume. Let's get into it. Little T Grizzly. I am strong today. I'm really strong today. All right, y'all, last set on the incline press. I did add a 10 to each side because last time I did 12 reps. I'm only looking for 8. But I'm also fatigued, so we'll see. I'm shooting for 8 right here. Let's see. Okay, that's a good one. All right, y'all, we're gonna rely on autofocus right now. So on like stationary machines, it's easier for me to find manual focus, but like on here, I got to step forward. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna stand, so we're just gonna rely on the beautiful autofocus of the Sony camera. Now, I did want to do flies. It might still be taken. I want to do the fly machine, like a peg deck, but you got to improvise. So we're on this. We're going to do it somewhat like flies. Like I'm going to let my arms come out wide. I'm going to squeeze down. I love the way this feels. This is probably just as good, if not better, than flies, to be quite honest. All right. Let's see. That felt good. We'll do one more set here. Maybe a little pump check, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. All right, y'all, last set, and then potentially a pump check. I'm not sure. I'm ready to go home. All right. And just like that, we're done. All right, y'all, so what I'm gonna attempt to do right now, because there's no real good spot to pose in this gym, is I got the camera in front of the bathroom sink. It's pretty dead in this gym, hoping nobody comes in. And I'm trying to find, there's not really great lighting, but this lighting is better than in the gym where it's just super bright. And I'm doing it right here because over there's good lighting in the locker, like where the lockers are, but I can't see what I'm doing because there's no mirror. So right here, I have a mirror. I can see what I'm actually doing. And the lighting is a little better. So we're kind of meeting halfway here. Not the best lighting, but I have a mirror, but better lighting than in the gym area. It would be pretty interesting to get like a coach, especially like a posing coach, because bodybuilding, I mean, even like right now I have the camera lower. So if you have the camera lower, it's gonna make like it's even with my torso. So the way the lens kind of slightly distorts the image, my torso is gonna look like the biggest part. But if I put the camera higher and angled it down a little bit, all of this would look bigger than the rest, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, even where you put the camera is gonna change how you look. I'm just kind of puffing the chest out. And you know, my chest, everyone always thinks I have a big chest. I kind of do, but it's like, my ribs are right here. I have a very barreled rib cage. So it's kind of an illusion due to bone structure that my chest is like even bigger. You know, I mean, I can sit a water bottle on my chest, but it's not just because the muscles are so huge. It's because of my rib. My ribs are literally right here. Some people's ribs are way back here. They have like a very two-dimensional build. I actually prefer that body style. If I could swap out, I would, but I can't. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to get a posing coach and actually learn how to show your physique, because a big part of bodybuilding is just how you present yourself. All I really know for chest is like side chest, you know? Maybe like squeeze the pecs together if I can get them the lighting and show. But yeah, that's all I really got. That's all I really got. So that's it. I'll see y'all in the truck. All right, y'all. It is raining. It's kind of nice. It's kind of peaceful. I feel like the can't be showing y'all free nipples all the time. I feel like the pump's pretty much completely gone. I had to wait so long for the rain to stop. It's been like, I've been done with my workout for like 15 minutes. It's just that I'm just now leaving. And the pump, it fades pretty quickly, you know. It does. But tonight was a great workout, man. It really was. the form correction, I've said this before with my bench press. Like, I brute strength like 335, 345, all through the shoulders, terrible form, you know, just BS, you know, just brute strengthening. So my bench is like naturally a little bit stronger. Now, you know, I know there's guys that bench press 700 pounds. And I know people that have, you know, benched my max like for 20 reps, you know. I've seen it on the internet. But these are like the best of the best, you know. Compared to the average lifter or even like a pretty seasoned lifter, my bench press is strong. Like to bench press 405. I've bench pressed more, but, you know, I had some help. So I don't know if we can count that. But, yeah, 405, I mean, that's a pretty solid bench, right? And I think I can do it soon again. Like last time I tried to max out, I got 385, but I think I can get back to 405 pretty quickly with the form adjustments I just made. But that's what I'm trying to get at. My bench press could still improve, I think, at least another like 30, 40 pounds naturally. Like I've never done a powerlifting program. I've, you know, I just learned form and I learned it from TikTok. Maybe like 2 years ago I started working on form, maybe a year and a half ago, and I know that there's still things I need to tweak, but I'm doing like just today I tweaked something and I literally got an extra rep and a half with 315. And like I didn't have my chalk, my hands were kind of slippery. I only ate one time today. I only drank half a bottle of water, two Dr. Pepper Zeros, so nothing was optimal about today, but I was really strong. And I think it's from the form tweak, you know. I kept my shoulder blades retracted, pressing the, you know, top of my back and kind of like bottom of my neck into the bench. I tried to arch as much as I could. I don't have a lot of spinal mobility, and I tried to drive through the legs and really, you know, also go, you know, not bench, not, I guess, put the bar in the groove, like not too high, not too low, like have like a moat, you know. It was a really rhythmic, and that's why I like bench press, because it's like the only technical lift that I do. I don't deadlift, I don't squat. So it's the only lift that I really have to think about, you know. I don't have to think about dips, curls, tricep press downs, any machine. You just go in the line of the machine. It doesn't take much skill, but bench press is something that takes skill, and I think that's why it's the most exciting thing for me. But yeah, I genuinely think I could probably bench like, I think I could do like 435, 445 naturally. I really do. And with some enhancements, I think I could definitely be a 500-pound bencher, maybe more. But I do think I have that in me, especially if I get my form down. So I want to start working on that again, which is why I'm excited to have 2 chest days a week now with the new split I'm doing. And I know my split changes every week, but this one, I was pretty much set on the one before, and it's just slightly too frequent for me on legs, because I used to skip legs my whole life. So it's just slightly too frequent. And I wasn't feeling legs today, so I said, you know what, why don't I throw in one extra day, space the legs out a little more, and still be plenty of volume. It's still gonna be plenty. It's gonna be twice as much as I've worked out legs my whole life, maybe more, because I've actually taken entire months of not working legs. So it's probably like 4 times more than I've ever trained my legs in my entire life, and I'm noticing. But we're not going to get into that topic. We'll talk about that on leg day. Today is about chest, and I'm glad that I have the 2 days, because when I increased my bench the most dramatically, I was benching 3 times a week, and I was benching heavy every time, and I was maxing every week. So what I did is like I had one day where basically I had 2 days where I worked up to 315 and did as many reps as I could. But one of the days I would back down to 225 and do a burnout set, and one day I wouldn't. I would just finish with the 2 sets of 315. And then one day every week I would max. And my bench just went shoop, like, because I really do feel like my body has to be used to being under heavy loads. Like if I just go every time and bench around like 5 to 8 reps, once I load like a higher weight, even though I'm strong, like I might get stronger in the rep range, but like for some reason I don't get stronger on my max. I have to be like consistently you know, testing my max. That maybe it's just a mental thing, but I feel like I need to consistently be putting my body under that like heavy load, at least within like a 2-rep set, just to get my nervous system used to it, used to being under the weight, holding the weight, and developing the confidence in my mind that I can push that weight up. Because I mean, even if you can do 315 10 times, you put, you know, if you're not used to maxing out and you put 405 on there, it's going to feel a lot heavier, and psychologically that might completely fuck you up. That's how I feel. But that was a great lift. I was strong on the bench press, you know, 9.5 reps, 315. I did the second set 7 reps, and the last set I did 4.5 reps, but I was doing a long pause, and I was really just thinking about what I was doing. I was thinking about my form. I was trying to focus on my form, how I'm pushing, where I'm pushing from, and it felt great. And then when I went to the incline machine, it was really funny because once I learned how to bench press properly, I was like, oh, I've been doing incline wrong too. So I started like arching my back on incline. I started really like driving my legs into the ground. And then I watched Paul Carter, and he's like, the worst thing you can do with incline is do it like bench press. So basically everything you do for bench press, he was like, do the opposite for incline. So you don't arch your back. You want to keep your back like, I guess either like neutral or like slightly rounded, so you are pressing the incline. I mean, if you arch your back enough, you could just be turning it into like a flat bench movement, right? Because you're turning, with bench press, you're essentially turning a flat bench into like decline. You're trying to arch and press from the bottom, is the way I see it. It's just a more advantageous position. So with the incline, if you arch enough, you're almost turning it into flat. So he said, yeah, you don't arch your back like that, and you don't use a lot of leg drive, and that puts more strain. Obviously, you know, when I think about it, it's like, that's obvious. It puts more strain on the target muscle, right? So I did incline like that, and I ended up doing 20 pounds on each side more than I did last time. So last time I did 2 plates, and this time I did 2 plates and 2 tens on each side. So I did more weight on incline, and then on the downward like pressing flies on the cables, I was about the same. But it was just a great workout. It was short, it was effective, I had a solid pump, I felt strong. It was great. That's all I can say about it. So great lift. I'm looking forward to legs tomorrow. Now I feel like I can go into tomorrow and want to do legs. Today I wasn't feeling it. Right now I'm gonna go inside. We got a bunch of healthy food today. We got some salmon. My girlfriend's cooking some potatoes, like some little finger-sized potatoes, I guess they call them, bite-sized. And we're gonna do some fresh green beans. So we bought a ton of like fruits and vegetables. It's like, lately we've kind of been eating a lot of processed stuff. We bought some whole foods, so I'm pretty excited about that. But anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna get inside, and I'll see you on the next video.